So I just finished rewatching the United MMA 55 card in Canada. Well, I didn't actually watch the whole card. I watched one fight, and that was a fight I was very interested in, and that was the fight between Zachary Powell and Mark Hume. Mark Hume is a South African fighter. He trains with Dracus du Plessis and Cameron Simon. This guy's really good. He's a very good grappler. I don't really know much about his striking because he's a fucking freak of nature when it comes to his strength. He got reversed and then just proceeded to like pick the guy up and just get back to his feet. He's a very good grappler. He's very skilled. These South Africans, one thing you'll find out about these South Africans, they're freakishly strong, especially these Afrikaans. Hume doesn't sound very Afrikaans, but I'm sure he is Afrikaans as well. Yeah, it sounds very English, but I know there is English South Africans, but these white South African dudes are just strong. I think he is Afrikaans though, because he does have an accent. But still, anyway, regardless, this guy is so strong. Trains with, like I say, trains with du Plessis, trains with Cameron Simon at CT, and yeah, these guys are really good. This was short notice against Zachary Powell, because if you look at Mark Hume's Tapology, he actually fought last month, and then he took this opportunity because obviously he's in Canada. He's going to be in Dracus's corner. And yeah, he completely just dominated Zachary Powell in this fight. Took him down, slammed him on his head, threw him to the ground, beat him up, took him down, beat him up. Yeah, it seemed like he sort of buckled Powell as well in the first, almost got him in the DAS. He was throwing up some submissions. Very smart with his submissions as well. Like, he almost had a guillotine, but he's not like jumping guillotine or anything stupid like that. He's very good. And I know you'll see his 12-3 record, but one of those losses was an illegal strike, so he got DQ'd, and then he's got an 8-2 amateur career, which he started when he was about... he's 29 now, so wait, he would have been about 17, 16 when he had his first fight, so it's crazy he's been fighting for so long. He's 29 years old. And there's something I want to mention. There's actually a couple of things I want to mention. So let me just start off with his post-fight interview, which was a really cool promo. Where is it? I got it here saved somewhere. This is very unprofessional. Hold up, I'm just getting it. But yeah, he's got a good personality. Like the guy can talk a bit of trash, or just like like I say, he's not one of those like fighters that are personality-less. Like, he does have a personality, which is always good. It's always good to know that like a fighter's got a personality. He seems like he would, trash talk a little bit if need be. Which is always good. It's always good to have a fighter who's not like a complete wet I was gonna say wet blanket, but you know what I mean. Like, just it's good to know that the guy does have a bit of a personality. Sorry, this is so bad. I literally had it saved. I don't know where it's gone. It's disappeared. Here we go. Which means I've been getting my ass handed to me the same way Sean Strickland's getting his ass handed to him on Saturday when Dracus du Plessis becomes the new UFC middleweight champion of the world for this performance. So, he can talk a bit of trash, which is always good to see out of a fighter. You always want a fighter who can talk a bit of trash. Because, it's just always helpful, like, to promote them. And another thing I want to mention, I know training isn't everything, but there is a really cool story that Cameron Simon told. And, I'm just going to let Cameron Simon tell his story.
Back. Almost get her in that good.
Well, actually, I'm gonna let Mark Hume tell the story.
I take him down.
This is about Chris Curtis.
Back. Almost get her in that good. We go up, down the first round. And as soon as that round ends, the excuses just start from Chris Curtis. I'm so tired. I don't know what's going on here. But he's shouting it to the whole gym. So I'm like, okay, cool.
You were manhandling him?
I was ragdolling him, like badly so. second round, I went with that guy that did the knockout.
Yeah.
Good round for us, back and forth. Then Chris came back for the third round.
Hoping you were tired, I'm sure.
No, that was like, I think that's where I took his soul. Like that was.
Chris Curtis's soul is here in South Africa.
It's in my back pockets. He can come get it anytime he wants. So I take him down. I take his.
And, you know, you got to factor in here, Mark Hulme is a welterweight. He's not a middleweight, but the guy is fucking freakishly big. He's 6'2". He's very strong. Let's just say that. I do believe this, just because the guy is freakishly strong. This guy's massive. I don't know how he makes welterweight. He's just a big guy. He's 6'2" as a welterweight, very strong. And another thing I gotta mention into this is if Drakus wins tomorrow against Sean Strickland, which I am predicting him to do, Dana has already said they're gonna go to the UFC, even if he probably doesn't win. But if he wins, like for sure they're going to South Africa. I mean, you're gonna need to get some South African fighters. You know, if you've already got Cameron Simon, you've already got Drakus, you got to get Mark Hulme as well. I feel like you got to sign him on top of it as well. And yeah, that'll be really cool because the guy can talk a bit of trash. MMA Guru met him, and he apparently went up to Guru and he was just talking shit about Ian Gary the cuck. Like he literally said those words. I'm not putting words in his mouth. He was just saying, "Oh, I love them videos about talking about Ian Gary, that fucking cuck and that weirdo." Like, you know, the guy will talk a bit of trash. And like I say, the UFC needs South African fighters if they're going to go to South Africa, which Dana is saying they're going to do. So there'll be 3 South African fighters. Then you'll also have Faremba Garimbo, who's Zimbabwean, who trains in South Africa, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So they're 4 fighters out of South Africa, which is good. It's good to have more, you know, get some more fighters out of that region of the world, especially if they do go to South Africa. You know, Drakus is a big star, so they'll be good. Cameron Simon, big star. And Mark Hulme will be another big star coming out of that part of the world. So it's really good that there is more of these fighters coming up. But yeah, like I say, the guy's just freakishly strong. He just put on an absolute clinic against Zachary Powell. I was very impressed with it. He did just ragdoll him every round. He's 12-3. One of those losses is a DQ. And yeah, you know, it's good. Like, you know, I know 12-3 is a good record. Like, even it is a good record, but then also at the same time, one of those losses is the DQ, so you can't really count that as a loss. The other 2 are decisions. I haven't actually watched those fights, so maybe there is something out of his game. But one of those losses was when he was 21, and then his last loss was in 2021, and then after that, you know, he's beat 4-0, 13-5, 4-2, 6-1. So, you know, he's gone on a little bit of a run afterwards. And he seems like he's really improved. And then the guy he fought, you know, hasn't fought since he fought Mark Hulme, so you can't really even say anything about that guy. That guy could be a beast for all we know, but the guy literally hasn't fought since. But Mark Hulme, absolutely massive. South African. If Drakus wins, it just makes all the sense to sign him. Like I say, the guy talks some shit. The guy's got a personality. That should be enough at this point. A lot of these fighters have no personality. But he's just a freakishly big welterweight. So I think they got to sign Mark Hulme. Yeah, just do it. You know, just do it. Fucking Dana White was also in attendance. Apparently, Mark Hulme did like an interview for Tough as well, so maybe he'll be on the Ultimate Fighter next season. But yeah, the guy's being active. The guy's just going out there and beating people. So yeah, I don't even know at this point what's going to happen. But you know, the guy's fought everywhere. ACA, UAE Warriors, EFC, obviously the biggest promotion in the African continent. Fought so many times in EFC, fought in M1 Global, Brave FC, ACA. He's just fought everywhere. This guy's really, and obviously United MMA. So the guy's just trying to fight everywhere. The guy's doing his best to get a UFC contract. So I do respect him. Maybe we'll see him fight a few more times before he gets a shot. But I expect this guy in the UFC soon. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video just, you know, giving my endorsement of Mark Hulme. Now, does my endorsement really mean much? I don't know if I doubt Dana White's listening to this. But I just thought I would put it out there that Mark Hulme should be signed to the UFC because he comes out of good gym, and you've already said you're going to South Africa, so it makes all the sense in the world to me. But anyway, that's just a quick video I thought I'd make. Well, I mean, this actually went a lot longer than I thought it would. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you see, I'm a little bit sunburnt right now. I don't know if you guys can tell from the camera, but I was out in the sun for like 4 hours today, so that's why this is my first video of the day. A bit later than normal, but, you know, just out enjoying life a little bit. But tomorrow live stream for the UFC event, so don't worry. Regular content continuing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Make sure you like this video. Give me your thoughts on Mark Hulme as a prospect. I know I have a few South African subscribers, so let me know your honest thoughts on Mark Hulme in the comments below. Even if you're not South African, but I do think he should be signed to the UFC in my opinion. But anyway, that's all I've got to say, so see you guys next time. Thank you guys. Cheers. Goodbye.